So in the last couple of weeks, we've been tweaking the laws of the game to see if we can squeeze any more entertainment out of it. Previously, we've done no offsides. We also took a leaf out of basketball and rewarded sides 3 goals for shooting way downtown. And this week, another change where I'm trying to keep the game as interesting as possible from minute 1 to minute 90. I don't play FIFA anymore, but I'm actually told this is within the game. It's called Survival Mode, but we've actually taken it a little bit further. In Survival Mode, teams lose players, making it harder as the game goes on, meaning, in theory, nobody's going to run away with a result. And yes, we're going to be doing that today. However, we've added a little bit of spice. The rules are simple. You score, you lose a man. But not only that, your opponents then gain a player too. Double hard. How's this going to go down? Let's find out. Welcome back to football. Look at them, scavengers. I actually forgot to wash the kit this week. Nothing a bit of Links Africa can't fix. More players joined us this week. You've got Jordan. What do you mean you don't know who Jordan is? There we go. Now you know who Jordan is. That's a point, actually.
You're going to hand the torch over to Jordan now because he has become the most viral Palmer's player. Your tackles over the years have sort of slowed down. Jordan continues to be shared out, now by Hollywood actors.
Johnny Knoxville.
We've got other faces like Greavesy.
Hey!
We've also had a late change to the official. Signing it will be our ref today.
Good day.
And we also welcome our opponents, Highfield Rovers. They are from deepest Kent. We appreciate every team that comes over, by the way. It's not the best prep for your pre-season. Of course, these videos are sponsored by Whatnot. We'll be talking about them in a bit. But before that, let's kick things off with a little bit of FIFA Survival Mode. Double Jeopardy, if you like. There's going to be some finer details behind the rules, but let's crack on. So my first observation of this game is the gleaming Puma Kings in the middle. Look at the souls. They have got to be brand new. There's no way he's cleaned them to that standard. Anyway, in terms of the football, got a free kick early doors.
Hey! Ref, that is dirty.
It's Blossy that's going to take this one. Slight bit of roll on the ball there. Might have been brought back by a proper ref, but nonetheless, no complaints. As Biltex emerges from a crowd of blue players.
Oh.
And now I'm happy. Straight away in this game, we're getting to activate this rule. In previous weeks, it's taken a little bit of time to warm up. So let's see what it does to the flow of the game. Looking back at this on the slow-mo, I didn't see it first time around, but it was a lovely flick from Biltex to get away from the opponent. Got enough on the shot there to take it away from the keeper, and into the back of the net it goes. It's 1-0 to the Palmers FC at early doors. The gaffer over the far side has made his decision. It's Blossy that's being taken off.
Are you going to bring him on? It's that dive, mate.
Meanwhile, Highfield Rovers adding a man over there. So we've got ourselves a 10 versus 12 situation. It's not really affecting us too much at the moment as we've got possession here. It's Luke over to Josh Knowles, rocking his brother's number 7 shirt as he opens up, hits it with the left there. Keeper saves, but he's fumbled it. It's bloody 2-0 to the Palmers FC after 5 minutes. Good strike from Josh Knowles. Keeper obviously equal to it, but as he came back down, it hit his knee and is fumbled out to Biltex, who was quickest to slot it home. But because of that, we're going to go down to 9 men now. Whilst the gaffer over there, he's kitting up. That's going to stick them on 13. Despite getting 2 early goals, it's Biltex that stays on the field. Callum Palmer is being taken off. On goes the gaffer over the far side, and we kick off. But before we carry on, as you may or may not know, these videos are sponsored by the #1 global live shopping app, Whatnot. As you can see, they're plastered across the front of our kit, and these kits are going to be available on August 15th in a live auction. That's right, you can get your hands on these kits, but not just these kits, old school Palmers kits from over the years that are no longer available. That's right, the players' wardrobes and drawers are getting a bit clogged up, so they've offered to auction some of these shirts off just for you. We've got some absolute classics. But back to Whatnot, if you can imagine Instagram Live, TikTok Live, Twitch meets eBay, then we are pretty much there. It's a fantastic place where buyers and sellers can interact, and it's great. You don't have to rely on pictures, you can physically see it being handled and get a better idea of what you're going to actually be buying. Talking of buying, if you sign up via the link in the description below, you will get £10 for free. That's right, £10 towards your first purchase on Whatnot, whether that be a Palmer's shirt or something else within the site. So make sure you go and download Whatnot now, sign up via the link in the description below, and we'll see you on August 15th for the big Palmers FC shirt auction. So with a 4-man advantage, we're going to naturally start seeing possession for our opponents. There's a foul over that far side from Jordan. For the first time in the game, Highfield Rovers are going to send the ball into the box. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it might be a coincidence, but we have changed the rules, and we've seen 3 goals in 6 minutes, headed on from the free kick there into the far corner past Tony. We get a man back, and Tomo's chucking Blossy straight back on. He's also told the number 7 to take an early jog. So we're back to 10 versus 12, 2-man advantage for our opponents. Of course, that didn't affect us last time. We did manage to get the second goal, despite being down by 2 men. He's Scottish now, catching the run of Biltex. He's after the hat-trick, but he's called offside as he dinks the keeper. It's at this moment of the game I'm discussing with Greasy old receipts you find in your pockets. The items you bought, what does it say about you? Here come Highfield Rovers here as 99 gives it to the number 4 who dinks it over the top for the man over the far side. I've actually got a receipt in my pocket.
It's like fuel and king-size Twix.
Yeah. Twix is one of the most underrated chocolate bars. Really good.
Twix has been my go-to. I think that normal Twixes and Twix Extras taste different.
Oh, I don't know. I've not.
This is one for you. Buy one of each and taste the normal Twix and the Twix Extra. It tastes different.
Now, my friends, is one of the many types of conversations you'll find yourselves in on a sideline on a Sunday. If you do have any old random receipts laying around, do let us know in the comments below what you've been buying. We'd love to hear from you.
Ah, you look cunt! Fucking hell!
So with 2 men down, we're still entertaining this game. Early days, mind you, but I'm sure after a while, momentum will tilt in favour of our opponents. Here we come again. Blossy looking to take on the whole world. Eventually gets into build text, but as he dinks it past the player there, keepers off the line and collects easily. Now, I did say at the start, there's some finer details behind these rules. No matter how many players you've got on the field, you can still make substitutions, although the player that is removed by the opponents after scoring has to wait at least 10 minutes before coming back on via substitution. The only way he can come on any earlier than that is if his team concedes, which you saw when we let in that free kick after 6 minutes. Blossy came straight back on. Hope that clears it up. Calabama! So nobody's really done this game before, so we're only really finding out how to approach it in-game. Could it be about getting goals early doors and then keeping hold of the ball? One thing I'm really impressed with us today is the ability to do that. Obviously, it's a mixed bag today. Not all of these players have played with each other before. There's a good few eras of Palmer's players out there right now, but they're all gelling very nicely, so it's all good to see. Having played the majority of this game with a 2-man deficit, subs are going to be crucial. We've got Bill and Greavesy from the reserves. They're going to freshen things up as Highfield Rovers come forward again. It's 9 over that far side there. Webby's tracking, and for once, he gets the whole ball. Nothing of the man. Fantastic tackle from Webby. I expected this. Naturally, more possession for the team with more players. Highfield Rovers pinging it over to this near side. Number 8 nodding it on to 7. He puts it back inside for the 8, who takes a couple of touches, opens up and hits it with the right, but that one's only going to hit the side netting. And that is going to be the knock-on effect of it. More time for our opponents on the ball. So really, we need to hang on to it, and we've not done that here. 8 in possession once more, looking to go beyond Foxy. Cuts it back to the number 9, who's got a shot on target, but that's straight into Tony's hands. We did manage to get the ball back at some point, and Blossy decided to give our defenders a rest as he went on a run. It sent him over that far side. He still managed to get the shot in, mind you, but that went across the face of goal. And that could be another side of this game as our opponents overload us. We could beat them on the break. Right about now, it's 16 that's made it into the box. He gets a shot on target. It's saved by Tony. Picked up by the 4 on the edge. He gets the shot in, but that is way, way over the bar. We got the ball back as Bill chested it down. Not many people looking for the ball. Blossy is, though. With last week's law change, we was egging him on to shoot from distance. Here he is. Oh, what a goal. But it ain't going to count. He came back from an offside position. Time for an injury. The whistle's really not working out well for new signing Nick, is it? Our opponents haven't heard it and decided to carry on.
Please say you got that. Make sure you get that one.
No!
Can't we send him off now?
It's not a bad shout, but good news is Cal Palmer is back on his feet. We're ready to go with the game. But as quick as it starts, we're stopping again. Kev's on the field, isn't he? So 8 steps up to take that free kick, and that's not troubling Tony at all. Our opponents continue in possession with the 2-man advantage, looking for the equaliser. And Kev's really not helping things here, is he? It's another free kick. This time it's 11 that steps up, and quite frankly, it's a waste. So it looks like we're going to see this half out with a narrow 2-1 lead as Jamie throws it into Blossy here as he makes his way into the box. He goes beyond the number 11, hits the byline, and then cuts it back for a Greavesy. Yes. Well, I'll take back everything I just said. It's 3-1 to the Palmers FC now. We rode a bit of a storm, didn't we? There was Blossy doing what Blossy does best. With Greavesy right place, right time to hit it past the keeper. We're going to be starting the second half with 9 men on the field against 13. And our opponents have targeted the heart of our defence this time in Foxy. Whilst in between the sticks, Luke's nephew's coming for Tony in goal. He wants that number 1 spot. With saves like that, his opportunity might be just round the corner. So as new signing Nick counts up our opponents for the second half. He also returns with a new and improved whistle. He had to run across the field to his car, mind you, but he's got it. Tomo will now be happy. So surely 9 versus 13 won't last too long. On the other hand, will we see 8 versus 14? Well, somehow between Luke and Greavesy, they've made their way through the whole of the team. Luke looking to beat the 11 over that far side here as he slides in and gets the ball into the box. Greavesy's making a run, but it looks like that's going to be an easy one for the keeper. Now, apparently, Tony caught whiff of Luke's nephew wanting his place, so he's decided to step it up and make some saves for the camera. Interestingly, despite having a 4-man advantage, they're still keeping 2 at the back. We are absolutely outnumbered in the box. Here comes a delivery from the corner, but somehow we survive. More pressure coming our way. On the end of this one is Cal Palmer. That's going to go out for another corner. And of course, outnumbered in the box. Bill Tack's currently running the line. He is keen to get back on. Whoever's doing the line is the first back on. And here comes Highfield Rovers once more. Jamie getting the tackle in there as it comes over to the number 3 on this new side. Yeah, shouts for the penalty, but not given by Nick. Bill Tack's very keen. Of course he would be. It's a chance for him to get back on the field, but they come again once more, and that one's going to go out for the corner. And here it is, delivered. They can't beat the first man, or the second man, that is. That's Josh Knowles. Heads it straight back to the 11. He gets another opportunity to put it into the box. He's up towards that back post.
Go on! Yeah! Oh, yeah!
No, he's coming straight off.
Big Bill Tex over the moon. He gets to come on and play football again. It's 3-2 now. Still, obviously, two-man advantage for our opponents. Can they keep up this pressure? More importantly, can they get it in the back of the net? If they can, we'll be back to 11 versus 11. It's been 10 versus 12 since 3 minutes in. Let's see what the rest of the game brings. Well, as we approach the hour mark, the sun comes out. Bill Tex is on the ball. He looks to carve open an opportunity here. Almost loses it, but Scottish gets it back.
Oh, that was your chance, Scottish.
I've got to say, we seem to be comfortable with a 10 versus 12. We're seeing much more of the ball this second half as Highfield Rovers failed to clear it out to Luke, given to Scottish. Scottish puts it on to Bill.
Oh, what save?
Good save.
Bill involved once more as Luke clears it up the field, and he's going to look to go beyond his man here. And time again, over the years, we've seen this sort of thing happen. He breaks into the box, cuts it in, and it normally goes over at this point. This time, on target, Bill's going to get a second bite of the cherry. As this game starts to get a little bit stretched, it's put over the top for the number 9 on this near side. Josh Knowles looks to get back. He's blocked that one, and that's out for the corner. That's then taken short here by the number 11. He's then going to look up and put it into the box. Unfortunately for them, no one on the end of it. Jamie head is clear. That's only as far as the 16 on the edge. Lovely little bit of control there. It's a good strike.
Oh my God, you are so good. That's unbelievable.
He's genuinely putting off world-class saves every single week at the moment. At 50 years old, Tony just gets better and better and better. That's another one for the archives. I'm actually losing count how many corners our opponents are having at the moment. It definitely feels like double figures at this point. Up the other end, Bill's looking to bring it down on the edge of the box. He's giving it to Scottish. And got him off they did. Tomo actually brought him off and he's brought himself on. And Tomo's got involved straight away in this one.
Tomo, go on. Feet. Go on, ref.
I don't think new signing Nick was too happy about having to go across 2 fields to his car to go and grab a whistle at half-time to then come back. I think in preparation to this game, Tomo mucked him about a little bit as well. So I guess this is his way of getting him back a little bit. Just give away a foul for no reason. Head's gone. Luckily for us, this. It would be interesting to know, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think the score between these two teams would be had we not done any sort of law changes. Bearing in mind, we were 2-0 up in 5 minutes, and that comes with our opponents having a 2 or 3 man advantage at times. At this point, Josh Knowles is just having a little bit of fun, and Tomo just can't get his head in the game. It has been a tough day for the players out there. Half-time, they said it's not ideal. Despite winning the game, we've been chasing possession for a long time. But players like Josh have certainly helped break it up at times as Bill looks to come through here. He's on the hat-trick, don't forget, after getting the 2 goals early on. This attack seems to have broken down somewhat. Josh is in support if he wants him, and he does use him as well with a little back heel here. When it gets to him, it's a bit more no-nonsense, straight into the box, and is headed by the defender up rather than out. And on the end of it is Jamie. I think this law change has definitely worked in terms of keeping the game alive up to the 90th minute. Obviously, I feel like we have been the better side. Obviously, you have to take into account we've been 2 men down for pretty much the whole game. But despite that, the scoreline is still close at 3-2. With 5 minutes to go plus stoppage time, can our opponents get back into it? Well, the answer to that is a couple of minutes ago, someone put 50p in Josh.
Yes, no, I'm doing it. Go on. Feet, you go. Oh, go on, Josh. Oh my God, what a goal!
That.
My brother! I taught him that! What I say, the better knows it.
Just beautiful. We've still got it, and Josh has definitely still got it. That touchdown from Tony's delivery to take it away from the number 12 was splendid. Look at Bill's face. He wants the hat-trick, but Josh has said no thanks. He's drawn the number 3 and taken him on, and the little chip is just beautiful. Beautiful. And he's done it with the famous number 7 of Knowlesy on his back. We're back to 9 versus 13, and guess who they've picked to come off? Yes, Mr. Josh Knowles, and he won't mind at all. We showed signs of breaking this lot down at 9 versus 13 early on in the second half, and here we come again now. We've found some gaps. It's Bill Tex, got beyond the number 11, and he's going to stick it into the box first time for Cal Palmer. Can he make it 8 versus 14? The answer is no. He's been silly. So this game, of course, will be remembered for Josh's beautiful strike, but don't forget, Tony's been involved in this one as well. Amazing save in this second half, and he's going to have to be good here as well. It's a save! I think it's time for new signing Nick to put this game to bed early. There we have it, a successful law change in my opinion. It stopped us from running away with things early on, and towards the end our opponents were looking for an equaliser. It wasn't to be, and it ends 4-2 to the Palmers FC. Big shout out to new signing Nick for refereeing this week, much appreciated mate. And of course the guys at Benfleet FC for supplying the pitch, it's been great so far. We'll be back again next week with another law change, but until then head over to the link in the description, download whatnot, and grab your free £10 to spend on the site. We will see you in the next one.